P1 in the building. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And here we are, and here we have AEW's Casino Double or Nothing. This game came out just about 2 days ago, and I've been playing it rather extensively. I've tried to play a little bit of every single mode, and I'm gonna give you guys my honest thoughts. I'm gonna give you guys an honest review of this game, because we have a lot to uncover here. This is the first of 3 games that AEW is going to be releasing. This is one of 2 mobile games. The other one is going to be a general manager game. We don't know when that's coming out. Data is going to be announced. And the same thing with their console game, which is going to be created by Ukes. So, my thoughts about this game. But then they also released this game, this casino game, and this game, if we're going to be honest, this game feels rather rushed into production, if we're kind of being honest and realistic with it. But there is a lot to talk about when it comes to this game, so we're going to head right into it. So, let's start off with a positive. One of the big positives with this game is that creatively, it's not a bad idea. AEW does have a lot of casino-themed events. The big one being Double or Nothing, and the golden logo that they have, and the logo, which is normally red for Double or Nothing, is gold in this game, and it honestly looks nice. It's a nice looking logo, and it's a really nice, and it looks well in the game. So that's a positive in my opinion. Another positive we have is the fact that we can play we can play 10 different casino games. We have Texas Poker, we have slots, blackjack, roulette, video poker, Omaha, which is 5 card poker, craps, baccarat, set poker, and split bet poker. So while there is a lot of poker on the hand, it's nice to have this bunch of diversity. So that right there is also another plus to this game. And also, the gold in this game, like I was saying earlier, the design of the game, it's clean. I will give it that. The design of the game is pretty clean. I'm not going to go so fresh and so clean, but it's pretty clean. It's a pretty clean and sleek design of this game. And it plays pretty solid. It plays solid. It's at least playable. So that's a big positive. Although some people, when you say positive, people would expect that, but it's a pretty big positive in my opinion. But with the positives out of the way, we have a lot of negatives to uncover. Now, the big negative with this game is that this game is a complete ripoff. And I hate to be that person. I hate to be that person and say it by the fact, since we're using gold, I changed my logo color to kind of get a nice gold. Yeah, I changed a nice gold color. One of the big negatives to this game is the fact that this game is essentially just a port of another popular slot game known as Slotist or Vegas Casino. This is the exact same game, just slapped with an AEW logo, which honestly kind of sucks. The fact that this game, there is very little original about this game whatsoever, and that this game is a direct port essentially, but just AEW slapped all over it. And it does that in a pretty poor job. I'm going to go more into that as I explain. So, this game has very little to do other than being called AEW Casino. This game has very little to do with AEW. Because, for example, your avatar, you can't even use a real AEW wrestler as your avatar. You have to kind of settle for You kind of have to settle for one of these guys. You can import a picture into you can import a picture as an AEW wrestler if you really want to, but in reality that should be part of the game. But in reality that should be part of the game, especially because this is an AEW casino game. You should be already having that option rather available to you. But as we go into this lack of wrestlers, there are very little wrestlers to be seen in the game at all, especially if we go into the slots area. And this is where you think that they would really come up with some creative ideas, like maybe an elite slot machine or something like that. But no, we get generic slots. We get very generic slots. And I know one person got wild punches, but I do not have any wild punches in my slot list. But I will admit we do have a nice variety of slots, so that's a plus. But the thing is, we don't have any AEW themed slots. That is a problem for an AEW themed game. You would at least expect at least one theme slot, and the theme slot that they have is more of a UFC kind of theme, more UFC and boxing kind of theme with wild punches. So that is already a huge glaring problem. The fact that we don't have any AEW themed items in this game whatsoever. Like the closest thing to the only AEW themed thing we have are just the tables. Like if we're being honest, because all we get for the most part is just AEW Double or Nothing themed tables, as you can kind of see the logo kind of in the middle right there. But then it also just goes back to the fact that, like I said earlier, this game is a port of an already known game out there known as Slaughter or Vegas Casino. This game is pretty much the exact same game. The only difference is this game is gold and has AEW, has an AEW logo. Like that's just the big thing with this game, and that's just the big glaring problem with the game. And also with the poker, compared to other poker games, and compared to other poker games out there like World Series of Poker, even Monopoly Poker, this game is graphically inferior to that, and that is disappointing. Overall, it's safe to say, I think it's safe to say that we can all agree this game, it's a miss. It's a missed opportunity. They really had a chance to create something interesting, but instead they just ripped off another game. And that sucks. And that sucks to say, but it's the truth about it. Is the fact that this game is a legit ripoff to another game. And that is honestly like why I myself, who was at least interested in this game, because this was an interesting concept, to say the least, am very much disappointed with it because it's really just a port of another game. Which is why grade wise, I have to give it a D. Grade wise, I'm gonna give it a D minus because I would give it an F, but it's at least playable. If it wasn't playable, I would give it an F. But the game itself, it's playable. You can enjoy it. You can enjoy it if you play it, but you really don't have much. But there really isn't much that makes it stand out and really feel like an AEW kind of a game. The gameplay is solid. The design is passable. You have 10 different options to play, and idea-wise, the idea of having a casino game based off of wrestling is creative, to say the least. It's creative, but but like I said earlier, this game is a ripoff. You have very little to do with this game. Does not have a lot to do with AEW. You can't make your own. You can't have wrestlers as your avatar. The game is nothing unique to it. The lack of wrestlers in this game, period, and the game just it's inferior. Like this game is just it's not good. It's not good. I do not recommend. I wouldn't recommend it to you. Um, yeah, this is a disappointment to say the least. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Be sure to check out my channel and other content I have on my channel. I do live in the I do the lounge. Just be sure to check us out. We are live. We are live at night, and we hope to see you guys once again. Until then, peace out. Bye bye.